hair. It's so fun. It's like a pet to be.
This is interesting.
What? Me being called pretty? Take little samples of it and then I will send it to different companies. Say, can you make something like similar like this?
Be your best, be your best. You can do it, be your best. Bio means beauty in Japanese. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hello! And if you're coming back, thank you! So today I have a super special guest. Her social media name is Curly Girl Rin.
Bye!
Her name is Rin. So
Yes.
Rin, would you mind introducing yourself?
Yes. Hi everyone, I'm Curly Girl Rin. I am a curly wavy hair influencer in Japan. I also have made my own curly product in Japan as well, just because we have no products in Japan. But I was originally born in Japan, but I moved to Canada. I grew up there, I stayed there for 23 years, and then I moved back to Japan 10 years ago. And I'm learning a lot from the curly, wavy, coily community abroad, and I kind of translate that information to Japanese because a lot of people do not know how to take care of their textured hair in Japan. And I've written a book, I have YouTube, I've made a brand, and we're gonna talk all about hair and beauty today, right?
Yay! I'm so excited!
Thank you for having me.
No,
I'm
thank you so much for coming.
Excited.
Yes. Okay. Alright, so we got that out the way. So I wanted to ask you, we're just gonna jump right. We were talking earlier and then she was like, should we record? I was like, yeah girl, let's get it. Okay, so what was it like growing up with curly hair in Japan?
So I actually did not grow up here.
You just mentioned that and you told me that as we were walking here. She told me, bro, I said, the memory of a fish.
It's okay. But yeah, I did not grow up here, but because I have Japanese parents, and I have Japanese grandparents, and obviously textured hair, sometimes it becomes like, it comes after you were born, but usually it becomes, you have textured hair because you are, it's hereditary, right?
Yes.
So my grandparents and my grandparents had it as well.
Really?
But the information that we have in Japan, or my Japanese parents only had, was how to straighten it. So I grew up straightening my hair, and also Japanese magic straight perm. Perming at Shikumo Kyose is I think the name here. And I self-did it in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Because it was so expensive in Canada. It was like called the Magic Japanese Straight Perm. They'll charge you like 800 Canadian dollars and then like tips and tax. So it's like, it was crazy. So obviously like...
Sorry, I can't get over 800 Canadian dollars. That's a lot of dollars.
Yeah, it is. So we actually did it at home. It's pretty tricky because it sometimes melts away. It's very, very strong, right? But I did that for about 15 years, and then when I came to Japan, I also had pin straight hair because I did the regular looking for jobs here, and then I had a black suit on, and I did the whole step, and I entered like a really Japanese company, and you know, it's frowned upon to look different at the very beginning. But then I've noticed that, you know what, if I'm actually doing my job, then I don't necessarily need to be the same. And I built the confidence, and then I was like, I wonder what my hair's gonna look like pre-corona around 2018, 19, and then I embraced my texture since then. So, yay! That's my journey.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. So, okay, so you answered, okay, I was about to ask the questions that you just answered, but I'll stop, remember. But I did want to mention that the video which you commented on, that you saw the video with Tiffany.
Yes.
It was really interesting because she said something similar too, that when she was looking for jobs, she hadn't, I think, done her hair in locks yet. And she was just kind of waiting until she's like, okay, I'm gonna get the job, and then I'm gonna bust it out. Yeah. I feel like that happens a lot, right? With people who don't have curly hair, especially in Japan. Maybe in the States. I haven't done job hunting in the States in years. And when I did, it was part-time job, which they're like more relaxed.
Right.
But yeah, there's like that, like, you kind of gotta wrap yourself up.
Yeah, it's, I had a choice. I was like, maybe I can show my fullness. Like, my hair was straight back then, but like, I don't have to wear a black suit. Maybe I can wear whatever I want and then go. But it's just like, I didn't want to get dropped in the first round just because of how I looked. And that's why I opted for the black suit. But I've heard like things are changing a bit in terms of the job scene, like that a lot of the companies are now saying that like, you don't have to wear a black suit. I'm not totally sure if that's true or not, but like yeah, I hope it's getting better, that we don't have to look exactly the same too.
Just like everybody copy paste.
Yeah. So yeah.
There's hope for the future. Yeah. And then, so you had curly hair growing up, but then you straightened it, you said, for 15 years.
Yes.
By yourself.
Yes. And then, even though I grew up in Canada, and I'm sure people in the States or other Western countries will agree with me, there's still like a stigma probably for like textured hair. It's like, with the, I think you mentioned Princess Diaries in the other video as well. Maybe?
Princess Diaries?
No, of the Princess Diaries, you know, like
the Princess Diaries,
it's like the ugly duckling turns into the beautiful after. Is they always have straight hair. I don't remember the race of the girl, but then I remember this one girl picked up my hair and commented while I was in elementary school. It's like, why is your hair like Barbie's fake hair? Like it's so damaged is I think what she was trying to say. Like it looks, you know, the troll,
yeah, the little dolls,
with the
oh my god,
like why does your hair feel like it? And I was like in shock because I think I was trying to straighten it as much as I can.
So that causes more damage.
Yeah, and then I didn't know back then, and then it was just like people, during prom as well. I would have friends all trying to straighten my hair to the best because I don't think they meant it, but like I feel like people would think that I'm not trying my best in taking care of my hair. Yeah. And I would get those comments from hairdressers as well. It's like your hair is damaged, you're not taking care of it properly. But now I know, it's just I didn't know how to take care of my like natural waves and curls. Like that was just, it was not like I was slacking off or I didn't want to. Yeah.
That's so interesting because I completely forgot when you mentioned the troll thing. It took me back because my mom, I feel like she has kagure curly hair. Like she believes in her mind that it's straight, but it's not as straight. Or maybe like, because you mentioned as sometimes when you get older your hair texture changes. Right. If I sit here trying to remember, that's gonna take the whole the whole video. But I do remember her commenting, we don't have the same hair. That's what I know. And so for her, it was very hard to manage my hair. So I would get my hair also straightened. Right. And when you mentioned the troll comment, I was like, I remember being told that at some point. Be like, oh, your hair is like, you look like the troll. And I'm like, okay, how do you want me to feel about that kind of situation?
It's an odd feeling. It's like I'm not grown up enough to say, hey, don't comment on people's bodies and hair. But at the same time, I just have like this, like a faint memory that I did not feel that happy about that comment.
Yeah, but it's interesting because when I talked to Tiffany, so she was telling me about growing up in Japan, it's so interesting because she had sounds like a positive experience. People were just like genuinely curious. But on the opposite end, where we grew up you in Canada and then me in the States, where you have more diversity, you see more different types of people, but you still get these people who are, well, I mean, a child is uneducated. Okay, they're a child. But still, you know, like, it's interesting that you will face that everywhere if you're different from the norm kind of thing.
Yes. And then I will have black and white friends who have curly or coily hair, and then I would feel like I'm also different from them as well because I don't have defined curls unless I actually style it properly. Like it would just be frizzy in general, and it's just like I'm not like them either. So like I don't know if how they take care of their hair will fit my hair. I feel like still in the Asian community, people don't know how to take care of their curly or coily hair. There's people who have coily hair or like probably 100% like Asian descent, but they just have coily hair. It's just like there's like all types of different texture in in one race, in all races, and apparently 60% of the population in Japan's pretty homogenous still, but still 60% has some type of textured hair. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's more than half.
Yeah, but when I walk around in town, I feel like 98% is straight hair. Oh yeah.
That reminds me, I have a friend actually who she also says that she has like curly, and I say that she says because I haven't actually seen it in action because she always gets it straightened. But regardless, I've never actually seen her hair because she gets it straightened. Yeah, so
it's quite hard to like kind of pinpoint who's, because the straightening technology is so advanced now. Yeah, it's like you can't tell if they're like natural or not natural. So, but the reason why I'm doing this is because I just want to know there's an option, because it was a pain straightening my hair every 3 months at the salon. Like, it costs roughly about $100 to $200 every 3 months in Japan. Every 3 months. And once you have that root start growing out, it's just like you feel like something bad is growing out of your head, and it's not a good feeling. And the hairdresser always tells you that like you can only do this type of hairstyle or else all the hairstyle, if you add layers, it's gonna blow up. If you make it short, it's gonna blow up. Like volume is like such a bad, frowned upon thing, which I also think is a problem as well. Yeah. But like yeah, it's like I was so tired of it, and I was like, am I gonna do this for the rest of my life? Like it's such a harsh chemical on my head every 3 months, and I'm sitting there for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Have you done it before?
I actually have done it. I did it in, I think it was like 2011. I wasn't here in 2014, the year that I came.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
How did you like it?
I mean, I liked it because I don't like mendokusagari. That means that I just, like things to be like really easy.
Yeah.
So I could just like wash my hair, boop, boop, and then go.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still had to take care of it.
Right. It's not like you come out and you're like Lux commercial. That's not what's gonna happen.
That was not what
You do still have to just blow dry and straighten it, or else it's gonna be a little bit poofy. So like it's nice on the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly the experience.
And I think it just gets like harder and harder to take care of, and it's just like I'm so done with this. Like I need to see how my hair is naturally, and then I tried it and I was like, this is so much easier personally for me because now I know I don't need to wash my hair every day.
Yeah.
Which was like I was so blown away by that fact because Japanese people love washing their hair every day, and taking baths every day as well. But growing up in Canada, I'm like, all my friends don't wash their hair and take baths every day, but like Japanese people do. Like what? Is it like a cultural thing? Is it a race thing? Is it like, do Asian people sweat more? Like, I had no idea what was the reason. I think it's a cultural thing.
I think so too.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard like I've seen like videos of like white people don't wash their feet, but like black people do, and then people are like surprised that how often people wash their feet or like their
they're like extremities.
I think it's a cultural thing, right?
I think it's 100% a cultural thing. I'm currently doing this deep dive into this Curel brand for sensitive skin, and they have products also for like the bath and stuff, and they have some products that are even like that you wouldn't think are related to the bath.
Right.
But they relate it to the bath because it's so deeply tied to the culture. They can't like extrapolate it. Like for one example would be like the makeup remover. I have to like do like manual translation, please slow down. The makeup remover, the emulsion cleanser, and the idea is that you use it like you get home and you want to take the makeup off from the day, but you don't want to do a full skincare routine. So you just use this, and it has has beauty ingredients, so you don't have to even wash it off. You just leave it on your face. But they say specifically until this is from the time you get home until the time you take a bath. So it's like, kind of like
it's like in the routine of a daily Japanese person.
I was like, oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah. So the problem is like once I say I don't wash my hair every day, people are like, oh, it's so not like sanitizing. Like it's like not very good. I'm like, there's like humidity in Japan. It's so hot. Like there's like dust and like kafun and like all these things that are like in the air, and I'm like, yeah, but like you're not gonna die is what I'm
Death is not at the door.
Yeah. And then like I think people are very sensitive to smell in Japan. That's another reason why I actually created my brand, which is like I have a non-scent and less scent, because I've noticed that everything I buy from the States, I have a very, very strong scent. It's not like it's a bad scent, but it's just like so strong that I feel like in the how squished everything is in Japan. It's like on the trains and like your personal space is just like a lot. Even in the office, it's just like people might feel very conscious of how your hair smells. I get a lot of compliments, but then using like American brands, but still like I feel like some people don't like it. So hence that is why I have made this brand. But so going back, that is why I feel like people feel like they need to wash every day because they feel like they're gonna stink. But people don't use deodorants here.
Yeah, and they stink.
So
it's gonna escape from somewhere, the funk. If it's not from the head, it's gonna be from the pits. It's gonna be from the toes. I don't know.
So I'm just like, I'm still like learning how to kind of navigate the sanitation part, but also like, because it's not good, physically not good for your hair to wash it every day. Depends on how wavy or if you're coily, you probably don't have to wash it longer, but like, yeah, I think you have to kind of see like about your work, like how maybe if you work in like restaurants and stuff like that, you might have to take more showers. Like I don't know. I think it all depends on the person's lifestyle as well. So I completely forgot what the question was.
Girl, me too. I'm not gonna lie, but I wanted to ask. One of the reasons why you started is because you wanted to also offer non-scented products. Why is it that what drove you the most to start your brand?
I think the most is that I think comes back to that thing I was talking about of having options. Yes, there are brands from the States, Europe, with curly, coily texture for brands. But the thing is that once you're in Japan, it's a lot harder to get. I think it goes for makeup and skincare as well, unless you have like an official distributor here. So I was thinking about doing official like distributing as well, but then you need lots of license to do that, like cosmetology. I don't know what license specifically is, but it takes a lot of time and effort. And then I was thinking, like, wouldn't it be nice if I can, like, I go to a store and I was like, what product do I want today? Do I want to make my hair straight, or like, do I want to embrace my texture? And then I was like, I want to make something that is made in Japan for people who are living in Japan. So that's like kind of like accessibility is such a strong like I think empowerment for people, because you feel seen and you feel represented if there's a product that's curated for you. So yes,
I remember when I saw your, I can't remember when it was, but you've done, that's one of the questions that I also want to ask. You did pop-up shops.
Yes.
But you didn't do one recently?
I only did one last year. In February, yes.
That's when I saw it and I really wanted to go. I actually wanted to reach out that time and be like, hey, oh my gosh, like I do YouTube, I really want to introduce your brand and stuff, but then I don't know why I didn't reach out past Laura. That's fine. I forgive you. But yeah, just like, I was so excited to see that like, oh, there's brand for like people like me. And I was like, dang, and she's Japanese, and she's got her curly hair. I love it. I love to see it. So, thank you so much. No, thank you.
But I'm still like trying to, like, I this is a very small brand. I'm not a pro, like, I've never worked in the like this industry. I'm just a regular, like a office lady OL in Osaka who is in a completely different field. I was doing marketing, and so I started off like very small, like doing Campfire, which is like Kickstarter in Japan. And then I only had 2,000 followers at the time. I started learning about cosmetology on my own. It's just like, I don't have like a sensei or anything. And but then all I had was like passion. And that's all I started.
That's all you need sometimes.
Yeah. And because I do see, like, I think a lot of brands in the States are made from influencers, and also like Diana Ross's daughter, she has her own brand called Pattern, which is catered for, like, I think like for Black people. And there's like several other brands that are made from like influencers and like celebrities. So I was like, maybe I can do it as well, as long as I put my effort into it. So I'm starting off very small. So it's like I don't have products yet for all hair texture, but like I'm trying to make more right now. Yes, is where my brand is at the moment. Yeah.
No, you got your base, and it's really funny because I saw this video by James Welsh.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, he's a beauty YouTube creator.
Yes.
And he was talking about how Clinique, when they came out with like 176 products. I mean, they're backed by Estee Lauder.
Okay.
Right, so I'm like, they got money.
Yeah.
But apparently, that almost bankrupted them. Because...
that's a lot of products.
And so the thing is, they put out with that many products, and then because they put out so many products and it didn't go well, they ended up like getting close to like being bankrupt. So, like really? Bankrupting Estee Lauder.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you don't need to do all that, girl.
Yeah.
You're doing what you can't do with what you are doing, and from the outside it looks like you're doing marvelous, and I'm super happy. Support, everybody go support.
Thank you so much.
So, you don't need to do all that. But I want to ask, what do you like most about your curly hair?
What do I like most about my curly hair?
Yeah.
I like how it's like a pet to me.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has a different face. It has a different attitude every day. And I feel like that is so unique. That's what I love about textured hair. It's so fun. Like, it's like, I can play around with it. If there's humidity, I can tell there's humidity in there. It's like a weather detector. I never have a same wash day, which is fun. It's like, to me, I think for you too, because it depends on the combination of the product, in what order, how you apply it, and then it all changes. To me, it's like a science experiment almost, and you never know how it's going to turn up until it's dry. So I'm just always like, kind of like just waiting for it. And this is why, like, my parents are always like, how can you be doing like posting stuff for 5 years? Like, what's there to say about curly hair for 5 years? I'm like, there's so much. Like, I can do it for another 20 years if you want me to. Because,
I love it.
Yeah, because it's like all these combinations that are like doable for just even one hair. And if you multiply that with all the different hair textures, that's like infinity.
Yeah,
so,
I was just about to say infinity.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
What do you like about your curly hair?
I like that it makes me unique. Definitely it makes me stand out, especially in like Japan, right? It's like you look through the sea of straight hair and it's like, what's that puffball over there kind of situation. So I like that, but it's so funny because you mentioned that you almost, not that you like the struggle, but like you like the how it changes, and I'm like, I would like for you to just chill. Honestly, I'm like, should I just go bald sometimes? I just want to not think about it. But I mentioned that on Instagram that legitimately, truly, like one of the things that keeps me, and that's fine. If I want to go straight hair, that's fine. But I genuinely, like, you give me like courage, you give me strength. I'm like, bro, there's hope. There's hope. Look at her doing amazing things. You can do that too. So I haven't given up yet, but it's because of you. So never give up. Because if you give up, then I give up. And it's over.
Yeah, it's not like I do this. I take care of my curls every day, you know, like sometimes it's just like, I just don't do anything and it's just like, woo, like everywhere, but that's also fine as well. Yeah, at least it has a personality, like that's so much fun. Yeah,
I love that. Legitimately, I'm so glad, because sometimes I'm like, this is a stupid question. But you know how like I'm assuming in Canada it's similar. Sometimes teachers will be like, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Yes. And I'm like, there really is no such thing as a stupid question. That's the takeaway.
Ask away.
Okay, so I want to ask about, because I saw back in the day you had more like bleached hair, and then I went through your Instagram yesterday and you had like bright pink, like gorgeous hair, but also I think the upkeep was difficult. So like how was managing that? Is it different from managing your hair now?
Can I start with the reason why I did bleach hair?
Oh, you go ahead.
Because I couldn't do it when I was like straight perming it. Because it was so damaged. I was not allowed. They're like, your hair's gonna fall off and we're gonna bleach your hair after doing the chemical straightening. So I was like, okay, I can't do it now. But then I was like, now I can do it. And I was like, once you start bleaching it, it's the base. It's like you start off with a clean slate and then you can do any other color after that. So I did calculate what the next hair color is going to be, so it doesn't become like a pussy color. Like you can't do blue and then like, well, maybe you could do green, but like, you know, it's like you have to do color theory, or else it's just gonna be poopy color at the end. So I was thinking about it, but I did green, blue. No, I didn't do blue. Green, red, orange, pink. Yeah, I think I did that, and a little bit of purple as well. But yeah, so I had a lot of fun. I maintained it with color hair mask. Color hair treatment, do you know?
The hair mask.
So it's temporary. The good thing is that we don't have to wash your hair that often, so it lasts. It does go on your pillow, so that's what you have to be careful of.
Sacrifices, need to be made for beauty.
Yeah, but other than that, so after I do my bleaching and coloring at the salon, I can keep up about 3 or 4 months with the color hair treatment. And the good thing about that is like it doesn't additionally like damage, right? It's just like a hair treatment with color in it, and there's like the rainbow, all colors are rainbows in Japan, because I guess the Harajuku girls and some people like doing it, so you can buy it at almost like all drugstores, I think. Yes. I think in Canada or in the States it'll be Manic Panic will probably be the most popular one, but yeah, we have something that's a little bit more affordable and like a lot more in bulk and less stronger colors. There's lots of like ash, purple, or like it doesn't have to be like primary colors that you have to put on your hair. I did a lot of gradation as well. You can mix 2 tones and you can play around with it. It's fun. Yeah.
I love how, like, hearing you talk about it, it just shows me, like, yo, you really like hair. Like, you love it. That's how I feel about skincare. I just get, like, ooh, excited. Yeah. So I absolutely love to see it. Okay, all right. Give me a different image, because my image is, but also, it's just, I don't keep up with my hair as much, because I would want to try bleaching it, but it feels like there's a lot of upkeep. But your experience sounded so beautiful and wonderful. Yeah. There were some pillows that were sacrificed. All right. But you had a great time, it sounds like.
Yes. And also, I do have white hair coming out. Bleach hair, it kind of like flushes that out, which is great.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Some people get highlights of bleach, so it looks like you don't have to get like how do you say shiragazome in English?
I don't know what that is, but you dye the white hair.
I guess once you hit a certain age, people start doing that to hide your gray and white hair. But then if you get bleached highlights, then it mixes that up some people get, and then you can get highlights and lowlights, so you have those streaks.
Like dimensions?
Yeah, dimensions, and then you don't really care for having white hair anymore. So I recommend that for people who are have like some streaks of white hair if you have it, or like if you're trying to transition maybe into the gray hair stage. I also recommend bleaching your hair as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. In America, you said that you had fun because you saw like all like these curly, different textured hairs. I think I saw you went to like an event or something, a curly hair event.
Yeah.
What was that about? Like, tell me, like, what'd you do to explore?
Yeah. So I don't think I explained it yet, but I lived in the States until like 2 weeks ago. Yes.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Thank you. I lived in LA, United States for my first time. I only lived in Canada before, and I lived there for 1 year. And I was like, maybe I want to like, I'm back in North America. I want to see what the curly hair community is. So I went to several hair salons, curly hair salons, and I also went to an event called Curly Con LA, which was amazing. I had so much fun. I really want to go back again next year if I can. So it's an event just catered for texture, to embrace and celebrate textured hair. What was amazing to me is that everyone looked like influencers. Everyone looked beautiful. That's how beautiful it looked. Like with rocking their curls and coils. Another thing that was amazing was amount of sponsors there. Because I got this goodie bag that had like 30, 40 products in it. Yeah, and it was really heavy because everything's like 500 mil. So I was just like,
oh, they're being generous. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, it was like, I can see how important the curly and coily community is for the brands in the States. And so like you would find curly hair brands like Cantu or Pattern, Curlsmith, like all these like very, very well-known brands, but you also see companies like Lush where they have other products, but they're also still sponsoring this event, meaning that at least they think that we're customers. Yeah, and then because I heard the beauty industry, hair care industry in the States, although the 50% of the spending money or more is by Black people, but the actual percentage of Black people in America, in the States, is not 50%.
So that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
So Black people are spending a lot of money on hair care. So it's nice to see that there's an event catered. So the CurlyCon LA, I would say like 80% were Black people there, maybe more. But like it's nice to see that there's an event for a thing that comes out of that you are growing out, which is not by choice. It's nice that people, like, there's brands that are supporting this. There's panels to explain about how to teach, not how to teach, but like how to take care of your kids' curly hair, how to talk about it, what was it like growing up, things like that. There's another thing about like the chemist section where it's like what ingredients are actually good for your hair and things like that. Another section was like how to take care of like 4A/BC, which is like really coily textured hair, because it's different from curly hair as well. So it was like all these different panels that was like I never really didn't know of, and then I got to go there and I got to learn about it, and yeah, it was so much fun. Like I had so much fun. Yeah,
I was so excited.
I would love to go again. Yes,
I hope you get the chance to go again. And definitely like it's not a convention, but I keep making promises. Like, what is it? The make checks that your booty can't catch is the phrase. So I'm like, I'll make a video, and I have not made the video. It's just there. But actually, the bag that I brought to bring the curly hair stuff. Yeah.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. So this one is, I got it from. So this is, I think, an OEM. And so I went to. It wasn't a convention, but it's it's called Cosme Week. And so like they have all these.
Is it in January?
Yes.
Oh, you went?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I went and they had like, like samples and stuff. But it was just like the most fun part was definitely just seeing what's out there.
Right.
What's coming. Like you have all these companies who they have all these ingredients. They're like, oh, we're, pushing this. So it's interesting because I remember my first time going was last year. And then I went and I saw like exosomes everywhere. And now then I saw slowly exosomes making their way into the market.
Okay.
And so then when I went back this year, I was like, exosomes, that's from last year, bro. I'm not cool about that. But it was cool. I felt like,
oh, you should go to one in May. It's called CIT, CIT, I think. They only do it every 3 years.
Is Pacifico was Yokohama?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a little history with Yokohama.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because it was when I first came to Japan. I'm sorry, I completely derailed the story.
Yeah.
But when I first came to Japan, my home base essentially became Yokohama. And I loved Yokohama. I still do. I still love Yokohama.
I lived in Yokohama too.
Really?
Yeah, because I went to Hiyoshi. So,
Stop.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. When you mentioned Hiyoshi when we were coming here, I was like, not Hiyoshi, because I lived in Hiyoshi.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Because in KO, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my job was like in further a little bit deep Yokohama, take the Yokohama line, change at Kikuna.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I love Yokohama as well. Yeah.
Girl, so
Yeah.
I called myself, I was like, Hama Mama. Yeah.
Okay.
And Yokohama, do you say, I hope he'll be Hama Papa. I was like, dream big, girls.
Yeah.
Dream big.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why I see Yokohama. I was like, dang, okay,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, I got some good information.
I heard it's like a very good convention as well. Yeah.
So hopefully
Yeah.
I'll make a video about that.
Yes.
I'll just say I'm gonna make a video about that.
I still haven't made the CurlyCon video as well. It's just like a lot of editing and like, yeah. But I do want other people to experience it on behalf of me and kind of understand the feeling of it because like, it's fun, these conventions. Yeah, it's like like everyone's there for the same reason. And I also want to do something like that in Japan as well. That's my goal. Yeah.
I was thinking when you were talking about it, I was like, well, it'd be so cool to have like the curly hair creators gather and especially here because in the States, yes, like you have that community,
right?
But then even here, I feel like there's even less representation. Yes. So I guess like, what did you learn about curly hair in specific? And then I also should I ask two questions at the same time? Let's see how this goes. So what did you learn about hair while you were there? And then after that, I want to know about you studied trichophology. That's not what it's called. The hair,
the Mohatsu Shindanshi, right? It's called the hair advisor. I think it's called the hair advisor certificate in Japan. Yes.
So yes, what you learned about hair in the States, and then your personal studies and the other thing is
right. So like, I think it depends on the person how you apply hair products and things. But what I've learned the most is water is so important to your hair. I learned this a lot through the event as well, but also through the hairdressers that has styled and like who do it professionally there as well. And it's like when you feel like frizz and like you don't want frizz, you want more definition, you feel like you need to add more products. In reality, the more water, the better. And how detangling your hair in the shower is like so important to having like a healthy hair. I think it goes through all types of hair. It doesn't have to be just coily, but like curly and also wavy hair as well. It's just like how do you retain that moisture in your hair is what gives that definition and that gloss and like that hold. I try not to like use lots of products anymore. I also look at volume more than before because in Japan I was like, I don't want frizz, I don't want my hair to blow up, so I'll put like a lot of products. My hair right now is like day 5, so it's like kind of like shrunken a little bit, but like I think volume now is something I respect and I want to embrace more. And I think that's the journey. I think you have to be comfortable with your hair to be able to go to that stage that, you know what, volume is fine. Like, you know, because volume means like you might stand out and you might be like a little bit like, oh, I don't want to stand out. But I think if you get used to it, then it becomes like a personality and it's nice and it's fun. So I think those are the two things I've learned. And then going to the second question, the trichology one, it's a test that you learn. You have to go into class for 2 days and then you do a test. And before the class, you have like these textbooks that are sent to you and you have to study at home. So it's pretty much like about a month process, I would say. So it doesn't take too long, but what you learn about the most is about balding, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question for you.
Because a lot of people who have to take this test is people who work at gay clinics and like clinics for primarily men, probably, for people who don't want to bald, which is a thing in Japan. I think in the world. Yeah, but I'm curious though about in Turkey, right? They're so known for the hair transplants. Yeah. But I don't think that it's that in Japan. I think it's more the physical. They take lots of pills to kind of enhance your hair growth and things like that. But a lot of people take that course because of balding. Also, we also learn about the kind of how is hair structured, and why is there curly hair people and why is there straight hair people, and it all has to do with like kind of molecules within the hair and also how the follicle is shaped. We're more oval shaped. The more oval your hair is, it becomes more curlier. Yes. So things like that. So we learn and how many hairs is regular to have to fall each day. Things like that.
How many hairs are regular to fall each day?
It's 100.
Okay.
Yeah.
100. I mean, I'm not counting, but you know, it looks like I think it should be right.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So like it's because some people get like curly hair people because we don't wash our hair that often. It looks like there's like so much hair that's fallen out. Yeah. But it's actually hair that's like kind of stuck in here.
It's been there for a while.
Yeah, you didn't brush it out, so it's there. So it looks like you're balding, but you're not. So it's okay. You don't have to worry that you're balding. But at the same time, it's like how to keep our hair scalp healthy, things like that. It's because hair is dead.
Yeah.
So you have to learn about scalp, which is the alive part, which is the fun thing. Like it's very interesting that you're learning about a dead. What do you call like
a head carcass?
Yes, and then also something that is alive that kind of nurtures the dead part. Yeah, it's weird, but it's fun. Yeah,
it's interesting, right? Because you have the dichotomy of life and death.
Yes,
on your head.
Yeah. Yes.
Dang. Yeah, that's so interesting. So yeah, it sounds like you learned a lot. It reminds me of my journey with studying for the Nihon Keishan Kente, and like I had those books and I had to study, and they touched a little bit on hair stuff. So like. I think the most interesting thing that I saw about the hair, like, was just, like, you mentioned, like, the structure. Do you have, like, a thing that you learned that you were like, ooh, like, this was, like, something that, like, stuck with you?
So we had a tool there to kind of, can measure thickness. And it's a millimeter tool. What's smaller than millimeters? Nanometers? I have no idea.
That's what I was no. Tell me in the comment section.
Yeah, so it's a tool to actually like measure hair thickness because you can't see it with your you can't do it with a regular ruler, right? And then now I can I don't have the tool right now, sorry, but then I can say with a number if this person has thick hair or thin hair.
That's super cool.
Yeah, I like to bring that to my workshops because then people can it's. Because a lot of these things are it's very ambiguous, but once you can say something with a number, it becomes a lot cooler. Yeah.
And it becomes more real.
Yeah, it does. And then because people who have thin hair should put on different products other than people who have thick hair. Yeah. And we also have the camera of the scalp, which is also very cool as well. And yeah,
that sounds so much. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. Super cool stuff. Now I want a nanometer. I wouldn't even I'm not as interested in hair as I am in skincare. But I'm like, I want that too. Just because. Okay. Alright, so next I want to ask about your brand, Curly Me.
Yes.
And yeah, so how did you start your social media empire? Because you do YouTube and Instagram.
Yes.
And you also have your website, right?
Website, yes.
For
hair. I rewrite blogs about hair as well.
Blogs, girl.
Yeah. Okay. And I also have a TikTok account, and I written a book.
Yes.
2 years ago. Yes. Yeah.
So how did you start your empire?
It's not really empire. I only still have maybe 30,000 follower in total. So, but it's just I was bored. I was bored during COVID. That is the reason why I started.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I like talking, as you do. Yes.
Okay.
And then I don't know how you spent COVID, but before I was out every day. I was packed every Sunday, Saturday. I was I have so much to do, and then suddenly I couldn't see anyone. I was alone at home, and I was I need to talk to someone, or else I'm gonna go crazy. So I started talking to the camera, and I started doing YouTube first. I always want to be a YouTuber, and then I was what should I do as my content? And I was you know what? I've been trying to take care of my curly hair recently, and I don't see anyone else vlogging or talking about it. So I'm maybe I should start. And then I started, and then at first people were oh, you're faking it, you're probably you're probably curling it with an iron.
I've heard people say that.
Yeah. And then I'm what? What are you talking about? And then I started getting, I want to try to, but I don't think I can do it. Is what, and I'm I think think you can do it, but at the same time, I don't know what your hair is, so I'm like, maybe you can do it, but I think you could do it. And then I was like, and I started asking people like, can you please like upload your pictures and like videos too online, so I get more evidence that is that this is like a thing.
Yeah.
And then it started growing, like, because it was a community, and there's an English community, curly community to start off. And then I started off with Curly Girl method, which is like a method started by a hairdresser in New York, and I started doing that, and I was like, this kind of works on my hair as well. And then I started talking about that, and then so there's a community in English world, but like nothing in the Japanese world. So I was like, maybe I should do something like that in Japan. And then like, yeah, so it grew and grew. I went on to Instagram, I did, and then I made my product in 2022. It took 2 years to make, and then some publisher came to me and was like, do you want to write a book about it, because just like no information. I was like, sure. And then I wrote a book. I try to go to a lot of salons in Japan to explain to them that like, this is something you can do. Like, I know you specialize in textured hair, but most of them do only straightening perm. There's potential, because like your customers already have a base, so you can choose. And then they're like, and some people are like, no, I don't want to do it. But some people are like, oh, sure, like maybe I can try. And I have now my followers go to their local salon saying like, hey, I started this like curly hair journey. Can you please like cut my hair and style my hair so I can embrace it even more? And then yeah, some hairdressers like, I've never heard of it, like teach me more. And then they send my YouTube over, and they're like, they learn about it, and then they will use my product and things like that. So that is kind of how word of mouth, I would say, is how it spread.
The WOM,
yes.
That's so awesome. Yeah, you see, like, it's that little ripple effect. It's that one person who goes, they got that passion, and then it spreads out, and now you have more knowledge and more people getting in on it.
And I think it spreads because it was such a negative thing in people's life. I think maybe 80 or 90% of my followers are like, you would say, is like the Japanese descent people. 10-20% is like either mixed or are from a foreign country. But like, if you've been brought up in Japan, I think unless other than Tiffany, like maybe some people have positive experiences, but relatively I would say is like not that positive. It's what from hearing people's stories. They've been bullied, they've been called like broccoli or like poodle. I guess like some people say it's cute, but like being called names is not that fun. I want to know what you think as well, but there's this concept of mote something.
Yeah.
Mote make, mote fashion. It means being liked or being like, what do you call it?
Generally like to the opposite sex.
Yes, opposite sex.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's just like to be wanted by the opposite sex, you have to have a certain hair, which is like straight hair, black hair, or a little bit brown, and a little bit curled up on the bottom, you know, kind of thing.
But not natural curl.
And then it's just like I see all these women who have been trying to fit in the standard, the beauty standard in Japan, and they're sick of it, and now they are start embracing their curls, and then. So a lot of my followers are actually over 30s, because I feel like they have to go through that journey to kind of be confident to be embracing their textured hair. But then they hit their 30s, and then they have like their female coworker or their female friend like, hey, did you get a perm? And it's like, no, this is my natural curls. And they're like, oh wow, that looks so pretty. And then it's like, what? Me being called pretty for my natural hair is like. It's like, whoa, what is happening? Like it's like the world's upside down.
Yeah.
Because for their whole life, I have followers who are like in their 50s message me saying that they have never felt beautiful looking at themselves in the mirror in their whole life. But now, after embracing their hair, they want to look in the mirror. They feel beautiful. Now they want to do makeup. Now they want to do fashion. Now they want to, you know, dress up and go somewhere, because before they were just like in like this ball. They didn't want to go out from this shell because they were so self-conscious of how they looked. That negative became so positive that they want to now tell everyone. That's where the energy is coming from. It's not me saying, you know, you gotta go tell everyone around you. It's just like this overwhelming energy that comes
from within them.
Yeah, because the change has been so drastic, changing their life. And I feel that power from everyone who's like, you know, experiencing this journey. Yeah.
That's so amazing.
Yeah. it's fun.
No, I'm very like candle, like I'm very moved, like hearing. I feel like it's easy to kind of like write it off and be like, oh, like it's just beauty, like this, yeah, whatever. Like, I don't know why the people sound like this. Maybe they don't sound like that. But then you see like people who like, that's crazy. 50 years of your life. I mean, what humans live to like max like 120, and to have like over 60% of that be like, I don't feel good because it's something that grows out of your hair. But then to, you know, come in contact with somebody who can give you like that, well, not necessarily give you that confidence, but you give them the tools so that they can culture that themselves.
Right.
And then they can grow like that garden, and then they can share that with other people. I'm like, that's, I think, the most beautiful part. So I honestly, I respect it.
I'm really happy that I'm part of everyone's journey who have touched upon the curly hair journey. So I'm very happy that I can do this. Yes.
I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah.
Never cry. Okay, so I want to ask, like, what's the, because you have your business, bro, your products, your things, and like, what is, I guess, your most your biggest achievement with all of your like business ventures?
Biggest achievement, I would say, like, so I'll show you my. So this is the first product that I came up with.
This is the first baby?
Yes, the first baby. Which is the Curly Me No Scented Gel. And it really took like 2 years to make this, and with like very little money. And also I contacted a lot of OEM, ODM companies. So OEM stands for
original equipment manufacturer.
Yes, so they would or make things for you originally. But the thing is that all these companies care about is a lot, which is
the
amount of how much you can produce these things. And for a small brand like me, I have to start off with like 500 or like maximum 1,000, because I don't have the money to like, all these mega brands will make like hundreds of thousands of products in the factory, but I can't do something like that. And then what happens is like all these companies will say no. I don't want to make your product. The lot is too small. Like we can't. We need a bigger production, things like that. So finding a partner was a lot of struggle. Finding a partner that understands about curly hair or want to understand about curly hair is because I was trying to make an industry that did not exist. So I was like, oh, we can make products to straighten your hair. I'm like, no, I'm trying to go the opposite. And they're like, oh, but we don't have things like that. And it's just like, so I had to learn about the ingredients. So I maybe tested like 100 of foreign products. I have a whole stock at home. It's all there, and then I would take little samples of it, and then I would send it to different companies. Say, can you make something like similar like this? I like this texture, but I also like this, how this one holds. And so it's like, yeah, I had to do everything by myself after work, and it took a long time. So I would say like just even like achieving the first batch was my baby. And like I was like, you know what, if my this business didn't go well, it would be a good life lesson. It would be a good memory. Like I tried like making a product from scratch that no one had, then that would be a good memory for me. But fortunately after that, we're like, I really enjoy using it, please, like, can you continue selling it? So the journey has started from there, and until last year I was working in a different company doing this as a side job, but now I've quit that and this is my full-time job. Yay!
Congrats!
Yay. So yeah, it's nice to be a woman-owned entrepreneur. Just doing this alone right now, but it's fun. Yeah, that's like my biggest achievement. Just creating this baby.
Yes. Yo, and I've seen on, because you know, I'll be on the Instagram when I probably should not be on the Instagram. But anyway, I see, and I remember you were looking for like people, and sometimes like, yo, she's growing.
Yes. Now we have 4 people that they're not full time, but they're helping me out part time, and I'm trying to pick women deliberately who have kids, who live in a rural area, live in a different country. Yeah, so that's like I'm happy that I can pick my own people that I want to like give money to and run the economy, I guess. Yes.
Yo, but see, that's the thing about community, right? It's not just like, oh, like I'm looking for, I'm sure they have their own strengths. Everybody's got their strengths and their weaknesses, but you're like, I want to like help out and give back, and that is beautiful and amazing.
Yeah.
You want to be a girl boss. Tell me.
Yeah. Yeah, doesn't everyone want to be a girl boss? Yeah.
Why would you not want to be a girl boss?
Yeah. And then I have been heavily inspired by the Black community in the States and Europe making these brands. So it's like I already have like a target to. It's not like I'm doing this out of the blue. So yeah, it was like I wanted to try my best. Yes.
Girl, definitely. It's funny because to me you said I want to be a girl boss. In my mind, you're already a girl boss. You already got people looking up to you.
I like creative process a lot. So I like designing things. So I also didn't have money at the beginning, so I had to do everything by yourself anyway. So yeah, so it's a fun process. I think if you have the idea and the will, then you can do it. You can borrow money from other people and the Kickstarter things at the beginning. So yeah, I hope this is inspiration for anyone who wants to start a small business. So
you guys can do it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then on that same vein, talking about your brand. So what is your favorite product?
My favorite product. I don't have it with me today, but it's the hair mousse that we just came out with recently. I really like it.
The green and pink bottle.
Yes. Sorry, I don't have it today, but it's very nice because you can use it for refreshing, or people who have thin hair, they can use it as well. All types of hair can use it, and I really like how the bottle looks as well. It's very cute. And yeah, so it's becoming one of my favorite products that we've made. And then you can use it with the gel as well. It's quick, fast drying. I think the problem with gel is that it takes some time to dry. Mousse is like you can do it in the morning and then you can kind of refresh as well. And right now it's better because in Japan winter time is pretty cold as well, so your head feels cold, right?
That's true.
Yeah. And you don't have time to like air dry for like the whole day sometimes. So I think mousse fits a lot of people's lifestyle as well. I haven't tried it yet, but maybe you can use it after, people use mousse after they do braids and cornrows.
I have seen them. Yeah.
So maybe you can use it for that. Yeah. So it smells nice, it's light, it's nice.
Then I want to ask, where can people buy your products?
You can buy on Amazon if you look up Curly Me, which is probably the fastest and easiest, or you can buy off of our website www.curlyme.jp.
Okay. Yes. And I will leave those down in the description box, as well as all of her socials. I wanted to ask though, because the products you can get them on, and then I wanted to ask now, is it Amazon.com or Amazon.co.jp?
Amazon.co.jp. Okay. Some products you can ship to the US, but some products are just in Japan. So, or if you want to buy a physical product at stores, you can go to some curly hair salons in Japan. They will have the stocks there. So the list of the stores will be on my website as well.
Oh
yes,
which you can find in the description box. I was gonna ask, so then, for example, if like someone, they only have like one day, they're in Japan, and then they're like, oh, okay, I want to go to like Donki or like Matsukiyo, like something that you can get in like with close proximity.
Right.
Do you have any products that you would recommend for the curly hair girls?
The curly hair girls, so I think if you go to Loft, L-O-F-T, it's a yellow store, you can go to the Imumaku is the short name. The long name is Matsuyama. Do you know?
Yes.
Yes. It's like it's like a clean private brand in Japan, right? Like, yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I used one of there was I don't know that it was necessarily a ceramide cream, but it had like 5 different types of ceramides in it. I really liked it.
Oh yeah. So they have hair care products as well. I really like their cream. It's about 880 Japanese yen. It's pretty light, no scent. Oh no, I think it's rosemary maybe. It's pretty nice because so it depends if you like silicone or not. If you like silicone, then just go to any drugstore. You will find any hair cream and like leave-in conditioner. But I personally don't like using silicone too much because it will block your cuticles, and then it will block out moisture coming into your cuticles. So unless you use you cleanse your hair properly. So I personally do not like using silicone, so I try to find products which doesn't have silicones, and mineral oils and waxes, which is very, very rare in Japan. So like the Viral Shiseido,
the Pheno
mask, that is like full of silicone. That's like, yeah, it's
silicone city.
So yeah, it gives you a nice texture right after a shower, but if you use it long term, then it creates a little bit of buildup unless you clarify your hair properly. So I think it depends on your lifestyle as well. But Another product I like is called Public Organic shampoo and treatment. You can find it at, I think, most drugstores. It's about 1,500 yen each, and I don't think it has any silicones or waxes in it, so it's hard finding treatments and conditioner without them. The shampoo is usually okay. Just don't get like harsh sulfate shampoos, and you're fine. But yeah, if you have a chance, then please check those items out. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Do you have any products in development?
In development, this one I can't show it to you yet. It's coming out very soon in May. Ooh, maybe hair styling product that we're developing. I'm gonna use it on your hair after the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do not have the YouTube thing down yet, but there's a video on Curly Girl Rin or Rin's channel, and that's also in the description box down below. And I don't know if you could tell, but this is my hair how it was in the video, and then she used the secret product that we could not show because it's not out yet, but it's so sweet. She used it on my hair, she did my hair, so if you want to go check that out, it's in Japanese, but again, check it down below. I just wanted to show you guys the results because, like, legit, look at these curls, bro. Look at this definition. This is the definition of definition. So I'm editing the video now, and I used this gel. I think it was I went to go see my friend on Sunday. No, was it Saturday? I did my hair on Saturday. Today is Friday. And I did my hair on Saturday last week to go see my friend on Sunday. And it's been like 5 or 6 days, and look, the curls are still here. Don't talk about the top of my head, that's not on the table for discussion, but look at the curls. Like, that's just to let you know, like, thank you so much again. But also, like, yeah, this is what it's looking like. Last, just a little couple of skincare questions. So what's your skin type?
I actually don't know. Can you tell? I think I have a mix of oily and dry skin, but
when you wash your face, if you were, for example, say 10 or 15 minutes before you put on the rest of your products, how does your skin like feel? Does it get like tight?
It's tight and dry.
Then you can either be two ways. You could be either like a combination, which would be like oily here but then dry here, or you could just be dry all around.
I think I might have the combination because I do get lots of pimples around the T-zone and my chin area, so I don't know, maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
And then how do you manage that?
So I'm no skin guru yet like you.
Girl, your skin is gone. Don't worry. You don't need to be a skin guru.
But I just use like a Gokujun. Gokujun for the base, like the the Kishosui, which toner.
The toner?
Yeah. And then I'll either put a vitamin C serum or a retinol serum from The Ordinary, usually. I went to France last year, so I bought lots of French cream, which is pretty nice. I forgot the name. It starts with E. Yeah, but it's very nice as well. I use that as a base, as a cream, and that's pretty much it.
Ooh.
Yeah. But I have lots of products at home, meaning like I have this like cool globes that you can like use it on your
skin. Those with the water inside?
Yeah, and you put it in the freezer, and then I do that. I have that, and I also have the facial steamer.
Oh, girl, same.
Yeah, but I never use it.
Also same.
Yeah, I use it sometimes. I used to have a steamer in the shower when I lived in a newer apartment. I would like be like steaming. I'd be like, oh, my pores are clean, but but I don't do that anymore. And I recently got, I'm not sure if you can notice, but I have a tape here because I got
the laser, right?
I had a dark spot that was very visible, and then I got a laser. It's just a laser, CO2 laser kind of thing. And then I actually want to show you a video. But it peeled off this morning.
Oh, really?
Can you see? It's like,
oh wow.
Yeah, so the dark spot used to be there, and
oh wow, what, the whole thing came off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it used to be there. I did it 10 days ago, and then you can peel it off, and then the whole thing came off. Because I really don't like using foundation. A, I'm lazy. B, I just don't want to put a lot of things on my face. I don't mind skincare, but I don't like putting on makeup too much.
Yeah, you gotta put it on, you gotta take it off.
Yeah, so I start using more like tint instead of foundation, because you can still see a dark spot under tint foundation. So I was like, maybe I'll spend some money doing the dark spot thing so I don't have to put on thick foundation and concealer anymor. So yeah, that is why I did it. Yes.
Now that you got the dark spot off, and I'm sure from before you were using like sunscreen, definitely, you know, it's because I've heard some people, there's some friends that I've talked to, they're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get like the laser, and then I'm like, you're gonna wear sunscreen, right? They're like, no, I don't don't need that. So if you're going to treat it like that, you need to prevent it from happening again. Then definitely put on sunscreen. And on the topic of sunscreen, what sunscreen do you usually use?
I do several different types, but when I'm going out, I will use Adi, the white one.
The gel one?
The gel one. My face onto the neck, probably. At home, I usually use a pump. I feel like if I don't have a pump, I'm never gonna put on sunscreen. Like, it's just like, I need to put a lot around my body and my face, and then I'm just, even at home, I try to use it, like SPF 30.
At the very least,
at home, and then I use the Hatomugi sunscreen.
I think I've seen it sometimes in the stores, but mostly I've seen it on Amazon. You can just pop.
Yeah. So then, that's what I usually use. I used to use La Roche-Posay sunscreen, but the color is too much. I use a skin tone up one. It made my face really white, and I was like, this is very unnatural. So yeah, I was like, maybe I'll just opt out from that one.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
No, thank you so much.
I think I talked too much, but
no. Girl, I asked too many questions. It's all good. Thank you honestly so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with me. And so remember, if you're interested in curly hair products by Rin, you can check them out. The brand is Curly Me. All details will be down below. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section, or you can DM her. She has her Instagram, which she is very active on.
Yes. A lot of my information is unfortunately in Japanese, but if you message me, I can obviously reply back in English. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll reply. So, yes.
Okay. And so with that, thank you so much. Hope you have a good day. Remember, God bless and be your best.
Thank you. Bye.